What is going on, everybody? Welcome to our first edition of Old School RuneScape's Unluckiest Players for the year of 2023. We are kicking this one off with some super unlucky players. Normally at the end of the video, we're only doing the top 3 unluckiest for the month, but this month I couldn't resist. I had to do the top 5. If you've got something you'd like to contribute to either this showcase or my Luckiest Players showcase, check out the description below. All of your instructions for submitting to these showcases will always be listed in the description below these videos. Remember, make sure your RuneScape name is fully visible. Put something in the subject line to identify it to me. Send it over, and good luck on your submission. Before we get into this month's Unluckiest Players, I want to take a second to thank the sponsor of this video, eWin eWin Racing makes amazing gaming chairs and desks for all of your gaming and even just home office needs. eWin Racing has been a featured brand by PC Gamer, Tech Advisor, and was even named for the best gaming desk by IGN. eWin makes quality products that are comfortable, durable, and most importantly, affordable. With several chair models to choose from, you'll have no problem finding a chair to suit your height, weight, and color preference. eWin's chairs can accommodate people from 5 feet tall all the way up to over 7 feet tall with their Flash XL model. I've had the pleasure of having a few of these chairs, and when compared to other popular gaming chairs, I cannot recommend eWin more. If you would like to pick up your own eWin Racing chair or desk, use the links in the description below or on the channel banner for my YouTube channel, and make sure to use code AsukaYen for 20% off your purchase. All right, let's kick this one off. First up for our unluckiest players of January, and our unluckiest players for the year is going to be Yuck Aroma. This is an Iron account. This Iron account has 11 Bandos Hilts without a Tacit. So that might be pretty lucky for a main account, but for the Iron account, duplicate items are just, you don't want to see it. 1083 KC. Great drop rate for 11 Hilts, but on the Iron account, just terrible to see. Next up is Wasted Beer. No dusts from either raid. Dude has 727 challenge mode Chambers of Xerix and 507 Theater of Blood hard modes. That really sucks. Next up is UNLUCKIEST. I don't know how to say that. It's an Iron account. Iron account looking for the enhanced weapon seed from the Gauntlet. 1,520 corrupted Gauntlet KC, almost 4 times the drop rate. Next up is Twisted Faith. Noted super restores, Elite Casket 167, and a noted Cerebrew on Hard Casket 189. Both of these happening on the first day of the new year. Super unfortunate. Both could have been super rare, super expensive drops. Next up is Thought Bussy, complaining about not getting a blood shard, and then manages to get the blood shard. In the chat there, you can see them mentioning this series. He's gonna send it in. Thanks, dude. Next up is Techie's Nub, pulling the Beaver Pet, 42.5 million XP. That is over 99 3 times. Next one comes in from Super Horse. This is an update. Super Horse finally pulling in the Mining Pet at 56.8 million XP. Spoon, Iron account, pulled a Bandos Hilt. This one at 3,684 KC. That is just ridiculous. That's like 7 times the drop rate for this Iron account. Look for the Bandos Hilt. Maybe you should have just hit up Yuck Aroma, see if he could have thrown him a Bandos Hilt. Next up is Space Midget, pulling the first Zulrah unique. It's a Tanzanite Fang at 842 kill count. 1 in 256 on the drop rate since you get 2 rolls on that table, so that kind of sucks a little bit. Next up is Smiddle, looking for the Gauntlet Pet. 168 normal gauntlets and 1,344 corrupted gauntlets. Unfortunate. Next one comes in from Shiny Mew, looking for the Irby Pet. 16,007 KC so far. This pet is a drop rate of 1 in 6,500. Next up is Rangers 12666. Pulling the Tyrannical Ring at Callisto, 2,206 kill count. That is over 4 times the drop rate for that one. Perfect Journey up next is still missing the Saradomin Rune Scimitar Ornament Kit for completing the log. This is an update as well. 1,307 beginner clues now done. Next up is Mother's Milk. Look for the Kraken Pet. A little bit over 2 times the drop rate, 6,695 KC. Hasn't managed to find one yet. Next one is Lou Banger, and I had to throw this one in here. It is a back-to-back. It probably normally would go in the luckiest players, but since it was Pegasian crystals, that really sucks. We're throwing it in the unluckiest for this month. Next one comes in from Kunzi Jr., pulling some cabbage from a master clue, number 123. Oof. Next up is RuneScape's group iron account, looking for Blood Shards, pulling the first Blood Shard at 9,091 KC. And as the story goes, RuneScape went AFK and actually missed the drop. Came back, saw the message, no Blood Shard, see you later. Next up is Jeppa, Iron Man, pulling an Armadillo crossbow at 2,923 KC. Another drop, 1 in 508, almost 6 times the drop rate. Next one comes in from It's Dab Time. Look for the Kraken pet. None of those yet. 11 jars of sand. Those are 1 in 1,000, 4,627 KC. Feels bad, man. Iron Semsort, iron account. Looking for some Zenite shards. Pulling the first one, 1,477 KC. 1 in 300 on the drop rate for the Zenite shards. So just a little bit over, or I'm sorry, almost 5 times the drop rate. Next up is Iron Deke, iron account here, hunting Slayer collection log items. Dude had to get 607 kills to pull the flippers in. That is over 9 times the drop rate for those. iGamerFood, iron account, pulled a Magic Fang at 4,111 kill count. That is over 8 times the drop rate for that specific item. That is roughly 100 hours spent at Zulrah for that drop. Next up is Aletta, another iron account, looking for the Younglift and the Enhanced Weapon Seed. Hasn't seen either of them yet. 1,305 Corrupted Gauntlet kills. Hot Chesters, another iron account, looking for some Zenite shards. 2,105 KC so far, over 7 times the drop rate. Honky Kong, going for all the skilling pets. 80 million woodcutting XP so far, has not managed to pull in the beaver. Next one is a triple submit here. This one comes from Hayton. These are iron. This is an Iron Man account. Not a single Cerberus unique in the log in 1,000 kill count. Now any drop is 1 in 128 for any of those crystal drops. 1 in 512 for a specific one. Next one is Bandos Tassets. Pulling the Bandos Tassets in at 1,896 KC. Pretty good clip over the drop rate for those. And the last one from Hayton is the collection log here. Also does not have the Bandos hilt, 1,896 KC. Again, that is over 3 times the drop rate for the hilt. Next up, we have Gulls, another iron account. This seems to be the month for just irons, just not getting it. Maybe that iron luck doesn't exist. So Gulls pulls in the Tyrannical Ring at 1,811 KC. This is your rank 65 Iron Man account over at Callisto. Next one comes in from Gucci Men, group iron account. No Unsired drops, 600 kill count. Drops from Abyssal Sire for the Unsired, 1 in 100. Next up is Gim's Bond. Pull the Briophilus Essence in. 748 kills to get the Briophilus Essence. That is huge. Imagine how long it took to get all those mossy keys. Gim Drunkard is up next. Look for the Tiny Temper. 12,333 permits used and 2,418 total KC. No pet just yet. American PKer. No Hydra pet. 8,240 kill count. Coming up on 3 times the drop rate there. Next up is Drafe, his iron account. Cannot get some Tassets on the Iron Man. 3 plates, 4 boots, and 2 hilts in 1,379 KC. Next up is Diamonia K-Map, pulling the Calphite Princess in. And man, I feel for you. 6,044 KC, just over 2 times the drop rate. That is a lot of time spent traveling to and from and killing that boss. Next one comes in from Dad No Please Stop. What? Group iron account. Will enhance weapon seed in at 1,148 KC. Next up is Brudges, iron account, pulling a Tanzanite Fang, almost as bad as the previous one, 4,535 KC for this Iron Man. Next up is Blom, looking for the Lil Zik pet. No Lil Zik pet, 1 in 500 on the hard modes and 1 in 650 in the norms. Dude has 2,577 normal KC and 157 hards. That is over 1,000 hours spent at the Theater of Blood. Next up is Baby Mole Plox. Nice name. Finally pulling the Baby Mole in at 6,514 KC. Next one comes in from Baby Sushi, pulling the Ghoul Champion Scroll. Dude's hunting the Champion's Cape, 12,770 KC. That had to be real boring. 1 in 5,000 on that drop rate. Next one is an update. This one comes in from A101, finally pulling the Veteon Junior pet at 7,424 KC, little over 3 times the drop rate. Next one is from 10,000 KC, who is trying to get rank 1 in the Winter Tot. No Dragon Axe, 10,150 kill count so far. 4PF Taj, pulling a Baby Mole in at over 4 times the drop rate, 13,915 kill count. All right, now it is time for our unluckiest players of the month. Once again, we're doing the top 5 for this month instead of the top 3. There was just too many good ones. Next month, we'll get back to the top 3. Maybe we'll get some more super unlucky ones. Number 5 for January is going to Tiny Buddha. Looking for some mutagens at Zulrah. 12,000 KC now. Has not managed to pull in either mutagen. Number 4 goes to Control Shift Delete. This is an update. No Kriara pet, 15,019 KC now. Absolutely ridiculous. Over 3 times the drop rate for that 1 in 5,000 pet. Number 3 goes to Silver War 33. 16,000 Bandos kill count. No pet. Over 3 times the drop rate again. 1 in 5,000 plus another 1,000 kills. Number 2, going to X Legend God X. Update as well. Still retaining one of these unluckiest top spots. This one now at 20,000 Krill Susaroth kills. That is your rank 1 Zamorak God Wars Dungeon Slayer. Cannot believe that. Over 4 times the drop rate. How do you do it, my man? And our number 1 goes to LA Gear. This one looking for the Nightmare pet. 3,371 Fasani's Nightmares KC and 2,233 regular Nightmare KC. And that, I didn't even do the math for this, but that is hours and hours spent looking for that pet. Over 5,500 total Nightmare KCs without seeing the little Nightmare. It just had to take my number 1 spot for January of 2023. So that is going to wrap up our first unluckiest showcase of the year. Thank you all for submitting. If you didn't make it this month, make sure to get, I guess, more unlucky and try again next month. Remember, all the instructions for submitting are in the description down below. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up and don't forget to tap that subscribe button on your way out. Again, if you're interested in grabbing yourself an eWin Gaming racing chair or desk, don't forget to use code AsukaYen to get 20% off your entire purchase. Thank you all for watching. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy.